If you've been around for the last few days and are subscribed to any zombies YouTuber, then you've undoubtedly seen a few videos titled something along the lines of "Zombies is finished" or "Zombies is done." And in those videos, you generally hear about how now that Vanguard Zombies is completed, that there will be no new zombies content until late 2024, so the zombies community is dead. Some people are even going so far to say that zombies as a mode could be cancelled outright by Activision. Well, I'm here in the nicest way possible to say that I want all of us to collectively shut the fuck up. I'm making this video because I care a lot about zombies, and I care about my relationship with you guys more than I do the other YouTubers. Zombies is not dead, like it really isn't, and this isn't an attack on anyone, but my goal here is just to talk about an important subject and maybe inspire some people to do or be better. First of all, with this claim that zombies could be cancelled, it's not going to be, and even suggesting that it will is being disingenuous. Even with Vanguard being only a little more fun than licking a cactus, zombies overall is in a healthy position to continue on for many more years. First of all, the zombies team is currently hiring new writers and designers, so that's already a good indicator it's not getting cancelled. Then there's the fact that during Cold War's life cycle, according to Treyarch themselves, zombies had more concurrent players on launch than at any other point in history. Sure, you could chalk that up to just being launch hype, but what about the fact that when Outbreak, the second DLC for the game, released, it happened again? Players clearly are enjoying the current style of zombies being more accessible over something like Black Ops 4 where you needed a PhD to keep up with it. I'm not saying Cold War is perfect, not at all, but what I am saying is that it is appealing to a wider audience than the last few titles did, and it's rejuvenating the mode. So with all of that out there, why are some people claiming zombies is a dead game mode? Well, it's got to do with views, just like everything else. You see, zombies related YouTube videos was built entirely on the back of speculating about the storyline, making guides for new maps that just released, or making theories as to where the mode is going to be headed in the next entry. That type of content brought in people who were clicking on for the information that was being talked about in the video, not because they thought that the person that they were watching is very interesting. Don't get me wrong, this worked really well for a long time actually, but most of the large YouTubers fell into this trap of making content that is not sustainable and will eventually result in a lot of people tuning out once they eventually lose interest in zombies. There are only a few old school zombies YouTubers who built their channel on personality enough that switching games or genres didn't entirely kill their career. Take for example NoahJ456, The Relaxing End, Syndicate in some ways, and The Smith Plays with his Minecraft channel. But as an overarching statement, I would say many YouTubers in general, large and small, are making roughly the same content in 2022 as they were in 2012 and are becoming jaded because it's just not getting the same views it used to. That's the brutally honest truth, is I think for some people it's now easier to complain about the new game than it is to accept that they haven't grown as a creator in 10 years. Like seriously, you're telling me that a bunch of rich people with 14 years of content across 70 maps can't hire an editor, play a map with some friends, and make some fun videos? That's 95% of everything Tim Hansen ever did on his channel, and that man was one of the fastest growing zombies channels in YouTube history. And the zombies community isn't demanding super high quality content like some other communities do, so I don't really understand what the issue here is. Then there's people nowadays like Chrism or Samuel who are getting hundreds of thousands of views every single video because they're making videos about interesting stuff and don't have the personality of Treebark. We go through this bullshit every 2 years and have since Black Ops 2, where there's no new zombies content for a while and suddenly the fucking world's ending. Newsflash, it's not. Let's stop pretending like it is. We went through this in 2014 when Advanced Warfare launched without the zombies map. In 2016, there were cries that Infinite Warfare was the worst thing ever created. How about 2017 when World War II's main quest was solved a week before the game came out? Or maybe even the wait between BO4 and Cold War. There are so many examples of this, and guess what? Every single fucking time the community doesn't die. It always comes back and the hype is always there whenever a small bit of a teaser comes out from Treyarch. Everyone likes to say it's dead and then all of a sudden, whoop, we're all right back. And don't get me wrong, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to you that everyone's going to stay afloat in these next 2 years as a full-time content creator, or that all of us are going to be coming back to zombies at all. There is a lot of uncertainty with YouTube channels that focus on gaming, and that is scary as shit when there are other opportunities to make videos on new channels about a different topic that would probably be a lot more successful. One thing zombies YouTubers are is smart, and they have good ideas. There's a reason why Novera, if you remember him, works for Mr. Beast now, or pretty much anyone else that's left has succeeded and become wealthy as fuck. But what I will say is, for those that do stick around and are continuing to make content for the next 2 years, one, I applaud you, and two, for you guys, the audience, try to reward them. If their videos pop up in your recommended once in a while, give it a watch, give it a like, something like that. Because those guys could probably go off and make much more money and more successful content somewhere else, but they choose to make zombies content because that's just what they love doing. And as I said, guys like Chrism and Samuel, and I can name a bunch of other people, in the meantime, those guys are going to be the next generation of zombies YouTube. They're stepping up finally, and the bar is being raised on content, and that's good to see. Creators moving on isn't entirely a bad thing either, and sometimes it's kind of needed in order for the scene to grow and develop. I would much rather have someone do what the Smith Plays is doing, where he jumps in and out of zombies whenever he's having fun, over a full-time zombies content creator constantly making negative videos. That shit gets exhausting to see, and in some ways it pisses me off because I personally try to never make videos just dedicated to shitting on something new. But let me know if that's just me. Are you guys tired of seeing that negativity? Because honestly, I feel like if I came home from school, I was 16, 17 years old, or if I was out in the workforce and I came home and I just saw negative shit in my feed all the time, it would just turn me off of the whole thing. And it shouldn't be that way, because zombies has brought all of us a lot of joy over the years, and it should stay that way for the most part. Criticism is needed, but not just closed-minded hatred, because it's not like how it used to be. Life's not fun when you shy away from new opportunities and experiences. But I got sidetracked as hell there. Zombies is not dead, and truly a 2-year break potentially could be a great thing. Cold War was basically made in 1 year, so Treyarch having 3 full years to make a game on a new engine with better hardware has the potential to be an all-time banger. The Dark Ether storyline is starting to come together, and the gameplay of Cold War was really mechanically solid if nothing else. There's a lot of reasons why you should be excited for the next 5 years of zombies, even if you don't love the new style so far. We always have the chance for a remaster of something like Black Ops 1, 2, 3, especially with Microsoft taking over the franchise and potentially opening up the series to Game Pass. Or maybe the next games will just change style and blow you away entirely and bring back that spark that you once had. But to say that zombies is dead is just a stupid fucking statement. There's people out there making videos on Super Mario 64, and that game came out in the 1990s. You don't need new content to make videos on it. You just need to have fun with what you do and have a passion and be creative. So I just think everyone in general needs to stop taking new content so seriously and depending on it for their happiness. Zombies has such a rich history and catalog of maps that honestly, if it stopped right now, would have accomplished more than some other entirely standalone franchises. There is so much to do and play within Zombies that it's almost crazy how often that we forget this shit. No one should be playing every single day of the year. Like, genuinely for your mental health, don't play zombies every day. But remember that when you get the urge to load up some zombies, just keep in mind that there's more out there than just the popular maps that you play all the time. There's also custom maps for Black Ops 3 that have been gaining a lot of traction over the last year with the release of many big projects and the game being on sale in Steam a couple of times. I actually checked a few months ago, and Black Ops 3 on PC had more players than it ever has, which is insane to see, and even though I don't play customs as much as many others, I can appreciate the impact that it's had. So essentially this entire video boils down to this. I want a better zombies community where new content is great but not needed, and somewhere that we can all share our love for these games that help to shape us. Spread the positivity and you will get that kindness in return. I just want people to have fun playing zombies. There's so much to do. There's so much that who cares if it's even been done 5 fucking years ago by one person. Just go do it. Just have fun. But that's my truth. That's my story. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. Do you agree with anything that I said? I feel like the reception on this video is going to be very mixed, to say the least. And I'm going to get back to regular content in the next video. Sorry, I just felt like I needed to make this one. I love you guys very much. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.